Berean, don't you know that King James was a homosexual? Y'all Christians running around here reading that Bible and it comes from a homosexual. I've got that comment a few times and I wanna address that. King James being King James being gay. Have you ever heard of it? Y'all Christians don't even know. Most of the time when somebody comes and tell y'all that, they have no understanding of biblical transmission and manuscript history, what scholars call textual criticism, when they're comparing various manuscripts from all over the world. They don't understand that the majority of manuscripts that we have were all around before King James was even born, before King James were even born. And King James didn't actually have anything to do with the translation of the text. These are serious problems. But I want to deal with the him being gay thing because, part of the conscious community, a good fair number of the conscious community believe that homosexuality is a white sin. It's a European sin. And the Europeans practiced that in the Caucasus Mountains of Europe. And until slaves got to various places like Jamaica, they would be broken. They would be broken. They would be raped in front of whoever the strongest looking men would be raped by the slave master in Jamaica in front of everybody else. And that was to break us as a people. And homosexuality is something that's foreign to the nature of African people. Yeah, I can speak a lot on that right there. But we're gonna get back to King James. But this is the sediment. This is the basically when you start dealing with homosexuality in the conscious community, they feel that way. There's people that have been scholars. One brother Naeem, I believe it was, and they kind of rejected him, and he was a heavy teacher in the conscious community. But they're kind of anti-gay, and they say that this was introduced to us. And if you find someone that's of African descent and they're homosexual because of what was going on in Greece, what was going on in Jamaica with whites raping blacks, and black people don't have that inside of their nature. This is a large teaching. This is a large teaching in the conscious community. Now, the fact that King James might have been gay or might not have been gay, might have been black or might not have been black, when you start dealing with conscious people, it's very hard because people come to history, they approach history with a racist lens. They approach history with a prejudiced lens. So they don't want to hear nothing from European scholars, European historians. It's so strange. No matter, they use it, and a lot of what they teach come from Europeans, and they don't know it. But they say they come with strange thoughts. They come with strange ideas because King James could have been involved in homosexuality and was seen in the court rubbing on young men and having and rumored to have lovers or whatever. That has something to do with the transmission of the biblical text. That has something to do with the transmission of the Bible. I often tell them when they start talking about King James and the Bible, and you don't know how the Bible came together, I said, name some manuscripts and tell me where they are in various museums. Name 4 or 5 manuscripts. Name 4 or 5 Bibles that came around before the King James Bible, English Bibles. They don't know these things. So they're just making statements, but it's hard to deal with them because they don't want something because it comes from a white man. This source comes from a white man, or King James was this and this other person was that, and all this crazy stuff. We got to start going with the evidence. I can't say Salt and Pepper invented the microphone because I see microphones with James Brown, with Elvis Presley, with Nat King Cole before Salt and Pepper came on the scene. So if you don't understand timelines, once again, you're going to have a problem. And a lot of people in the conscious community have their timelines messed up. I'm Brother Berean. If you like what you heard, subscribe. Thanks for watching.